Yo, what's up everyone? This is OJ over here from PlayerEssence and welcome to another Wii U / Nintendo NX theory. So I've been thinking a lot lately about what the Nintendo NX is going to be, what Nintendo NX has to do, how Nintendo can formulate a plan to bring back the audience and to get back dedicated fans. And in order to do that, you have to look at their past and see what they've done. In these theory videos, I like to look at what Nintendo has done as far as wrong and seeing what they can do to rectify that, but pointing out the exact examples. And one of the biggest things that I found with Nintendo's past is definitely the gimmick phases. And what I mean by the gimmick phases of the Wii and the Wii U, Nintendo drastically changes the formula in order to appeal to a certain crowd of people, in order to say, hey, we have this new thing. It's completely different than anything that you have ever played before, in order to jump on the fad bandwagon. And that fad bandwagon worked. They're pretty much 50% for the most part. With the Wii, it worked. With the Wii U, it didn't work. And we're mainly talking about consoles here. We're not talking about portables. But the one thing that I noticed really is that making your system really focused on the casual market or the gimmick-based new device, new, look at me, will not necessarily build you dedicated fans, even if you're really successful. For example, we can take a look at the Wii. The Wii was the next big thing. It was everywhere. Everybody was talking about it. Why was that? Everybody was talking about it because of its new, unique way to play. And after people got their fill of their Wii Sports or whatever minigame collection, they were done. All of these new blue ocean people that came into the mix, what happened to them? They were never dedicated to Nintendo in the first place. What they were dedicated to was that fad or that gimmick. I'm almost relating it to the mobile craze. Sometimes you'll have these crazy mobile fans that will go insane over stuff like a Flappy Bird or like an Angry Birds. But when the person brings out their next game, where are those fans? They're gone. They've basically disappeared because they were only there for the social phenomena. They were already there to say, oh yeah, I've done that too. And if the next game doesn't produce that same result, they're gone. They're on to the next thing. They are moving on to the next swipe and touch go. So that's kind of how the Wii fell into. That's where the Wii brand is in at this point. It was this huge thing, but then once people stopped saying, this isn't as good as we thought it was going to be, or this isn't really good anymore, once it became old and not popular, people just left. All of those fans who love the Wii are gone. And the funny thing is that people want to blame that on marketing, but if you ask any of these people, you can show them the Wii U. You can show them, hey, this is the same company that made the Wii. This is the same thing. Why don't you go out and buy it? They're going to be like, no, I don't want to go out and buy that. Nobody's talking about that. This isn't the next big thing. Nintendo failed to build the dedicated fan base. So while the Wii was super strong as far as sales go, there was no dedicated fans, and Nintendo ignored certain things that core gamers, dedicated fans that you could get, like online play and system features, things that they want, they ignored that in order to appeal to a certain audience, or at least they neglected that. And look what happened. The Wii U came out and core gamers said, no, you're not getting me again with this. So the gimmicks also seem to have negatively affected Nintendo's software, and this is the first time that I can really say, man, like in the decade that the Wii and the Wii U era has been here, I can say Nintendo's games are great. They're still really good. They release great games, but there's been a lot of software affected by gimmicky peripherals, essentially. You've seen a lot of minigame collections. You've seen a lot of stuff that you would say, man, that would never have appeared on the Super Nintendo. That would have never appeared on the GameCube. You can just look at some of the software Nintendo's produced, especially in the first year of the Wii, which also has me confused when Nintendo said this is for you, the core gamer, but then they're releasing at least 4 to 5 minigame collections in that first year. And the late President Satoru Iwata said, oh, well, we have games for the dedicated users coming out in 2014. I remember him saying that in 2013. And I'm thinking, well, you said at E3, or at least Reggie Fils-Aimé said, this is for you, the core gamer. Why weren't those core games for the dedicated gamer, in Iwata's words, out sooner? And what he was talking about was Smash Bros. He was talking about Mario Kart. He was talking about Hyrule Warriors, talking about Bayonetta 2. He was talking about all of those games. At the time, Xenoblade Chronicles X was slated for a 2014 release. Some of the reasons why Microsoft and Sony have been able to build such a dedicated fan base is not only the support through third-party developers, but they also support the systems that they release with features that core gamers are going to love, being able to hook up and connect with players in games that they really like to play, easily being able to play online, pushing online features. These are the things that really brought core gamers to these systems. Whereas Nintendo has kind of shunned away interaction, shunned away the core gamer aesthetic in order to say, oh, well, you can play in the same room, and kind of pushing away online features. I think this, in addition to many other things as far as their software output when it comes to mini-game collections, and pushing a lot of 2D platformers on an expensive $300 to $350 system, is what caused people to really just say, I've had enough, especially with the Wii U. It's all about adding support and leveraging your online functionality if you want to get those dedicated users to your console, and that's something Nintendo has been ignoring for the past decade. With the Nintendo NX, Tatsumi Kimishima has stated that he is listening to what the third-party developers are saying when it comes to adding system features. They are considering that. They are being wary about the cost, which is good. You don't want your system to be too expensive, but what we do know is that they are listening to third-party developers and adding functionality as they feel needed. With the Wii U, they never did that, so it's good to hear that as well. Nintendo knows that they can't have another Wii U situation. I've said this before on other previous theory videos and discussions. Nintendo knows this, so I'm pretty sure with the Nintendo NX, they're going to make sure that they have those features in there for core consumers, especially considering all the backlash and issues that they've had with the Wii U. Many fans have pretty much abandoned or just jumped ship from the Wii to the Wii U, but it's not only because of the system features or online playing being lackluster on Wii U. I think the game output, as far as what Nintendo said the system is going to do compared to what it actually did, is lacking, and I think Nintendo knows this more than anyone, which is why they've done stuff like put together their R&D from the portable and console side, which is why they say that they want to be aggressive with their IP usage. Shigeru Miyamoto said this. And Shigeru Miyamoto even went as far as to take himself off of the hardware because he knows that some of the reasons why the Wii U and the Wii struggle to gain actually real dedicated fans is because of those hardware designs that he intrinsically wants to put into systems, whereas he's not so in tune with the newer features and online. So I think it's good that he took a step back as well. Alright guys, that basically wraps it up for this video here. Go ahead and hit that like button if you did like it. Let me know you guys want more theory videos like this in the future. And also subscribe to PlayerEssence for more news, reviews, trailers, tips and tricks, and everything on Nintendo. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you for the next video. Peace.